Hello everybody, Sean here. Inside this box, hopefully, is not bricks, but instead is a pretty unique Apple iMac computer. So let me bust this box open and let's see if we got what I ordered. Well, as you can see, I actually got an iMac in the box. Let's talk a little bit about this iMac. Why is this machine special? Why did I say it was special? Well, I know to a lot of people out there, they're probably thinking, well, this is a prototype machine, that's why he's all excited about it. And, well, no, not really excited about this machine, but this is a production machine. But what makes it special? What makes it unique? You see, Apple always wanted to get computers into the hands of educational institutions. They always done so by giving discounts or building special model computers. In the early days, people remember the Power Mac G3 All-in-One, otherwise known as the Muller Mac. That was an education-specific Mac. The iMac G4 was an education-specific Mac. Apple then, on the iMac, when the G5 and early Intel models come out, discounted those machines heavily. In 2012, Apple came out with the tapered edge iMac, seen here. They went to the thinner design, took away the optical drive, added an extra Thunderbolt port, and lots of other features that we won't go over today, because unless you've been living under a rock for the past 10 years, you know about these iMacs. You know their design, you know the language, you know everything Apple was going for. But what makes this machine unique? Well, this is an early 2013 tapered edge Core i3 iMac. This features a Core i3 3225 CPU, 4 gigabytes of memory, and a 500 gigabyte 2.5-inch 5400 RPM hard drive. Now, I might be saying, well, wow, those specs are low. Are you sure this is an Apple computer? Are you sure this wasn't modified? And, well, indeed, this is an Apple computer. What makes this computer special? You could not go to apple.com and purchase this iMac in this configuration. This iMac was intended to be sold to schools. And because of the lower specs, Apple was able to offer this thing at a sub $1,000 to $1,099 price tag. It all depended on your educational institution's need and how many iMacs you bought. If you bought more than 20 of these, you got a discount. If you bought more than 50 of these, you got a discount. Apple based your pricing model around how many iMacs you need. If you just bought one, your cost was $1,099. The mid-2012 iMac 21.5-inch was $1,299. Apple cut the cost on that machine. This has the exact logic board of the 2012 iMac. However, they changed the i5 3470S CPU to an i3 3225 CPU. They took away 4 gigabytes of memory and they halved the hard drive size. The screen is the same, the chassis is the same, the Wi-Fi is the same, the Bluetooth is the same. They just cut a few corners here and there to bring that cost down at $200. Now, Apple also cut another cost in the way of the peripherals. If you ordered a mid-2012 iMac, chances are you got a wireless keyboard and a wireless Magic Mouse. If you were in a school and you bought one of these iMacs, you had one peripheral option. Let's start with the keyboard, now that I've sent the mouse flying. That's right, a wired aluminum keyboard. Now let me fetch that mouse that I sent flying off of the box. And your mouse option? Well, you only had one. Let's get the keyboard over, not my thumb drives off. And that was this, a wired Apple Magic Mouse. Why did Apple opt for wired accessories with this machine? Well, they didn't have to embed a Bluetooth transceiver in the keyboard or the mouse. That's a cost saving. The cord was way cheaper, and being in a school, it made it harder for the students to swipe the peripherals. Whereas the wireless peripherals were small, about this size for the keyboard, and about the same size for the mouse, but lacked a wire, the students could easily throw the accessories in their backpack and walk away with them, leaving the iMac useless. I believe there was an option where you could get one of these without peripherals and order your own peripherals. But most schools probably just opted to have these peripherals. The only way I would see a school making a modification to these two peripherals would be in the form of a teacher workstation. However, I would see them ordering the the mid or late 2012 iMacs for the teachers, being that they had a faster processor, more RAM, a bigger hard drive, and wireless peripherals by default. But for a student, these i3 iMacs made sense. They were cheap, they were cheerful, they still had a lot of the same features of the late and mid 2012 21.5-inch iMac, but they come in a cost-reduced package. Now, you might be wondering, why did I want this machine? Well, for one, you can obtain these machines really cheap now. Schools are dumping them left and right. Very few individuals ended up with these machines. Apple intended for these machines to be cycled out every 5 years. So, why did I want one of these? Well, the fact of the matter is, I like computers. I like obscure computers. And more than definitely, this is an upgradable package. We can cut the screen off. I can replace that processor, the RAM, and the hard drive with a solid state drive and make this a pretty good value for dollar computer, considering that the base computer with a power cable only costed $140 from Mac of All Trades. And when I saw Mac of All Trades had a bunch of these, I didn't hesitate, with a little extra money, to snipe one of these up. I intend for this machine to be upgraded. I intend to upgrade the processor to at least an i5-3570, if not possibly an i7-3770 CPU. I intend to at least put 8 gigabytes of memory in this machine. I might even go as far as putting 16 gigabytes in this machine. And I definitely intend to swap that hard drive out. So with all that being said, just a quick overview of a pretty obscure iMac. Be expecting videos on this thing as soon as I get all the parts in to do the upgrades. We're going to have fun with this machine. In the meantime, I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and hook this machine up. I'm going to create a second video of hooking this machine up, turning it on, and making sure that everything is kosher on this machine. It would be nice to make sure that this machine truly works. Well, the iMac's hooked up. Let's see if this puppy works. Well, I would say that's a good sign. Now, you are seeing this as live as I am. This is the first time I've powered on this computer. So everything that happens from here, you're seeing it as I'm seeing it. I'm supposed to have an operating system pre-installed, but it all depends. I've gotten like one computer in my lifetime from Mac of All Trades. Yep, there it goes. There's the Apple logo. Judging by that bar, this has at least OS 10.9 installed. Hopefully Catalina. Judging by how slow that bar moving, this is definitely a machine with a hard drive. God, I'm so spoiled. You see my wife over there playing Minecraft. Go sub to her channel, Bad Girl Halo XDYT. Yes, for those of you boys wondering, I'm married to her. Chances are we're running Catalina here. I'm not going to hold my breath. Oh wow, they actually have a retail install on this thing. Either that or there is no operating system installed and it's going into recovery mode. keep in mind, I have not powered this computer on until now.
Oh my gosh, I just got one-shotted.
We're already up to 2 minutes on this boot up.
It's only when level 60 you're dying because you killed me. Let's kill this thing.
Well, the sooner I can get an SSD in this thing, the better. I also will be installing macOS Monterey on this. And those of you wondering, they're saying that that's not supported. No, it's really not. But with the help of Open Core Legacy Pasture, that is a non-issue. However, I'm not going to do that with this machine's measly 4 gigabytes of RAM. You know, believe it or not, the last time I had 4 gigabytes of RAM was in 2011.
Alright.
That machine got quickly upgraded to 8 gigabytes. If you look way back in my channel, I'm talking about that Asus gaming laptop that I had. You know, it's a decent laptop. But I was just telling my wife, looky here, this actually has a retail install on it. Let's see if my peripherals even consider working. Let's grab the invoice here to use as a mouse pad on this plastic table. See if that helps at all. I just got a low battery warning on the camera here. And this mouse could not be working. Nope, it does work. So let me set this computer up, and I'll turn the camera back on when we're actually in the Mac OS. Judging by that, we're definitely on Catalina. Alright, so we got the machine up and going here. I actually had to do a reboot. I got a little worried that we had a broken install. But we do have a complete install here. And from the looks of things, it is a pretty basic install. It's probably what had happened is Mac of all trades technicians probably just loaded a standard install instead of a retail install, and so there's no like keynote pages or numbers pre-installed, but you can install those for free. This is indeed the 2013 iMac, like I said. There's the specs on it and everything. I don't care if you get the serial number because this is my iMac and only I have this iMac. It does feature the 1080p display wired into the HD 4000 graphics, and it does have a 500 gigabyte hard drive. So this is indeed the education iMac. So yeah, I got what I paid for, and I'm really excited to see where we take this machine. So in the next video, I will actually be doing upgrades on this thing and pushing it out to become probably this will become a show computer. And when I say show computer, I run an AV business, as you guys have seen. This will become our computer that we take out on shows. This will have QLab, this will have Jans Vista, and probably will also have a Windows install for Onyx. And Smart. So thank you guys for watching.